A public shooting occurred at a Kansas City Super Bowl parade. Find out more details about this shooting coming up.
Governor Sanders announces plans to revitalize notable Arkansas institutions and services. Learn more about which programs will receive funding.
As housing in Northwest Arkansas becomes a growing issue, rent prices increase at record rates.
Most people are just getting by, and it's affecting everyone.
Stay tuned to see how this impacts Fayetteville's residents.
Plus, I have a look at your forecast. It's beautiful right now for the commute home. Full forecast coming up. UATV starts right now.
Welcome to this Wednesday night edition of UATV. I'm Noah Kim.
And I'm Kennedy Smith. Thank you for joining us.
Kansas City police responded to a shooting this afternoon near the Super Bowl parade. At least one person died and 10 to 15 others were injured. Police arrested 2 armed individuals. One attendee at the parade says she heard shots fired and is in disbelief at what happened.
You think about these things, but then it's like, okay, obviously it's not going to happen. Like, we live in Kansas City, like, whatever. So the fact that like 2 hours later it actually did happen, it's really sad. And it's just crazy.
Smith says this will forever change the way that she feels about going to big events such as the Super Bowl celebration. An estimated 1 million people attended today's parade, celebrating the Chiefs' back-to-back victory.
One Arkansas woman sentenced to life in prison yesterday. One Benton County prosecuting attorney convicted Shauna Cash with capital murder. In 2021, Cash hit Officer Kevin Apple with her car, killing him. The jury decided Cash to be sentenced to life in prison instead of the death penalty.
Yesterday, Governor Sanders announced an initiative to invest $30 million towards mental health and substance abuse services here in Arkansas. The Arkansas Department of Human Services will have the task of carrying out Sanders' plan. President Biden's American Rescue Plan Act will provide the funding for this new initiative. Sanders pledged to establish a statewide crisis response system to help prevent these issues surrounding mental health and substance abuse.
Earlier today, Governor Sanders announced a plan to revamp the Arkansas schools for the deaf and blind. Sanders referred to the current state of these schools as unacceptable. She mentioned these schools have crumbling exteriors and leaky interiors. She promised to build a new state-of-the-art facility on the current campuses. Future discussions with lawmakers and officials will provide more details about this plan moving forward.
And as schools across Northwest Arkansas attempt to make the time up lost due to the winter weather, some districts submitted waivers to alter the current teaching time quota. Currently, the LEARNS Act requires all public schools to conduct 178 days of in-person learning. These waivers would actually allow for the schools to instead count the hours of in-person learning, shifting the quota over to 1,068 hours. This accommodates the recent school day extensions occurring across Northwest Arkansas.
Some residents in Northwest Arkansas are struggling to make ends meet because of the growing rent prices in the area. UATV's Eva Campbell spoke to individuals affected by this. She joins us live with the story.
Behind me, people lined up outside of the Washington County Courthouse to protest the rising rent prices. But they aren't the only people in the area affected by this.
But to me, it's kind of like renters have no rights.
Ricky Rainwater has been a Fayetteville resident since the 70s, and recently he has seen a large increase in the price of his rent.
What's the motivation of raising your rent 14%? Are they trying to force people out? Am I not a quality human being that votes and pays taxes? That I don't have a right to have a place to live?
Rainwater says the higher rent prices will make it harder for him to fulfill the necessities in life.
It affects my ability to go to the grocery store. It affects my ability to pay my debts back.
And he is not the only one. For the last several years, renters around the area have seen a 15 to 20% increase in their rent year over year. A local resident with Arkansas Renters United says not all tenants are young people that can work multiple jobs.
A lot of older people on fixed incomes or, single mothers and other people are really sensitive to these rent increases. Even a $50 or $100 rent increase could put a lot of financial burden on a household.
Cook says the issue lies in the need for more housing.
Here in Northwest Arkansas, we're growing so much. We have so many new people coming to this area, and right now there's not enough housing to meet that demand.
Cook says more housing will help the market because the demand is so high. And for members of the Fayetteville community,
most people are just getting by, and it's affecting everyone.
More apartments and housing may make it easier for them to live a fulfilled life.
I don't want to just go to work, come home, pay bills, and die.
I'm here with Maddie Hart, a renter in Arkansas. Maddie, what is your motivation for being here at this protest tonight?
My motivation is that I believe housing is a fundamental human right. I've seen most of my neighbors leave due to rent increases, but the conditions haven't gotten any better. And I love my community. I love where I'm from, so I just want to see things get better for all of us.
Thank you. New apartments will be going in North Shiloh Drive this year. And though this is a step in the right direction, there is still much more that needs to be done to fix this problem. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Eva Campbell.
Tenants struggling to make this month's rent can reach out to local churches and nonprofits. First United Methodist Church or the Salvation Army are some organizations in the area that offer assistance.
The City of Fayetteville plans to develop a new permit-ready program. This program will help residents save time and money when applying for a permit. This will promote housing growth. The city has developed around 30 plans of a variety of houses that meet all building codes and requirements. Property owners can use tools like an interactive map to determine the best plan for their property.
A new homeless shelter opened last week. Seven Hills created new overnight spaces to give more people a roof over their head. They aim to make a more simplistic process for nonprofits to come together for people in crisis. CEO Becky Sisson says that more than 60 people can stay at the facility.
We've got a transitional housing dorm that's had 16 people that can stay there for 2 to 3 years, and we're transforming that into immediate shelter, which means we can have up to 2 bunk beds or 4 beds in immediate shelter so that 64 people would have a safe place to sleep at night.
The city granted Seven Hills $1.6 million for the new overnight shelter. The shelter lives at Seven Hills Court near Huntsville Avenue.
Well, here's a live look at MLK and I-49. As you can see, it is a beautiful, clear evening across Northwest Arkansas, especially for the Valentine's activities. If you headed out tonight, it will start to get chillier here in just a little bit. We'll share those temperatures right now across Northwest Arkansas. 61 in Fayetteville, slightly warmer to the south. We all wish we were in Midland. That's sitting at 70. Look to the northwest. There's some cooler temperatures. That's a sign of what's to come. We'll show you that in the full segment coming up in just a little bit.
One building on campus receives new renovations. How these changes will help faculty families.
Eric Musselman prepares to leave. What this means for Arkansas basketball. Inclusion blooms in Northwest Arkansas. How tulips help support the neurodiverse community.
Hear more on Monday's Eclipse. UATV starts now.
Welcome to this Thursday night edition of UATV News. I'm Gabriella Phelan.
And I'm Maddie Phipps. Thank you for joining us. Men's basketball coach Eric Musselman announced his transfer from Arkansas. Musselman said he will accept a position at the University of Southern California as the men's basketball coach.
In a USC press release, Musselman says, "My family and I couldn't be more excited for this incredible opportunity at USC. We will hit the ground running and work tirelessly to make our great alumni, fans, and all of Los Angeles proud." UATV sports anchor Tyler Arnold joins us to dive deeper into the situation.
That's right. Head basketball coach Eric Musselman is leaving Arkansas after 5 seasons on the Hill. Under Musselman, the Hogs averaged over 22 wins a season. Muss took Arkansas to 3 NCAA tournaments in which the Razorbacks advanced to the Sweet 16 in all 3, including 2 Elite 8 appearances. While the U of A has not made a comment on the head coach's departure, USC's Director of Athletics, Jennifer Cohen, released this statement. "We were determined to find the best coach to champion the development of our student athletes and elevate our men's basketball program. There is no better fit than Eric Musselman to launch our program to new heights." Musselman leaves Arkansas with a 111-59 overall record. Here's what Razorback students and fans had to say about Musselman's exit.
I think it's really sad. I feel like he contributed a lot to our basketball program, so yeah.
Okay, honestly, I'm really sad. Coming to the University of Arkansas, I was looking forward to all the sports teams, and I feel like this makes me sad about basketball.
It's just a lot of the politics of basketball. Coaches leave all the time, and so can't hold on to them forever.
As USC enters the Big Ten Conference, in the release, Musselman said he plans to hit the ground running to make all of USC alumni, fans, and Los Angeles proud. Arkansas now begins the search for a new head basketball coach. UATV Sports has more updates coming, and for more information on Coach Musselman and his transfer to USC, visit UATV's website. Back to you, anchors.
A historic event will occur in Arkansas next Monday. A total eclipse will pass through parts of Arkansas. UATV's reporter Julie Richardson joins us with more.
A major astronomical event is happening near Fayetteville, and many are traveling to witness it. You may have been hearing about the solar eclipse, but what exactly is it? A solar eclipse is when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, blocking the sun's light. Parts of Arkansas are in the path of totality, which refers to when the sun's light is blocked entirely, resulting in complete darkness. This complete darkness lasts for about 4 minutes. Now, Fayetteville is not in the path of totality, but we will still be experiencing a partial eclipse. A professor of astronomy here at the university says that this will still be impressive.
Here in Fayetteville, the sun will be close to 99% eclipse, and that will be pretty dramatic. I've never seen an eclipse of quite that amount.
If you are here on campus, the university will be hosting a viewing party here at the Greek Theater. Another eclipse like this will not happen in North America until 2044, and the path of totality will not pass through Arkansas. The sun can significantly damage your eyes, and sunglasses will not help with this. So if you are planning on viewing the eclipse, you'll need a viewing device like these eclipse glasses. When looking through these glasses, you should only see sunlight and nothing else. If you're planning on traveling to the path of totality, you will be able to take them off during that 4 minutes of darkness, but put them back on when the sun reemerges. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Jolie Richardson.
The partial eclipse will reach its peak in Fayetteville at 1:50 p.m.
And energy companies prepare for potential outages due to the eclipse. In a recent release, SWEPCO said they expect increased traffic along the areas that will experience full totality. SWEPCO will station crew members along the line of totality to ensure any traffic issues get quickly resolved. The Department of Transportation recommends charging your batteries and filling up with gas before Monday's eclipse.
The Arkansas Center for Space and Planetary Sciences also gears up for Monday's eclipse. The center shared some fun facts about the eclipse as well as other topics the center currently researches. The center works as a premier training ground for NASA-bound scientists. A member of the center created a Google map showing the path the moon will take across Arkansas.
Today, one organization works to inspire giving across Northwest Arkansas. The nonprofit NWA Gives aims to raise money for other community nonprofits that provide services. As of now, the community has raised over $1 million. The Day of Giving concludes tonight at 8.
April honors Child Abuse Prevention Month. The Children's Safety Center will hold events throughout the month in order to raise awareness. Events include Wear Blue Day tomorrow, an open house on April 16th, and a free prevention training on April 23rd. The Children's Safety Center also participated in Northwest Arkansas Give Day as well. True
Colors Tulip Farm opened its doors for this spring season. This farm gives some people a unique chance to gain work experience. UATV's Jenna Swope has the story.
If you take a look behind me, you can see all of these tulips that are growing at the only nonprofit tulip farm located in Northwest Arkansas. And I spoke with some individuals who work here every day, and they say they love every aspect of it.
It's beautiful and it's great.
Jordan Satterfield is a neurodiverse individual who works for the True Colors farm along with his mom, Corliss. Both have participated on the farm since it started 4 years ago. Jordan says it is special to be a part of this with his mom.
She might help.
Corliss says the farm began from a group of women scraping up money to buy tulips. She says the women that started it all embody what it means to be a parent of a child with autism.
To me, that's an example of a person that is a parent of a neurodiverse child, because you have to be very resourceful. You have to be, kind of unconventional.
Not only does Jordan find joy in the tulips, so do other neurodiverse employees at the farm.
I'll be working here forever.
I love this perspective so much because it's about helping people, adults, not only adults, but helping kids with special needs.
The True Color Tulip Farm plants around 100,000 tulips every year. For every tulip picked and dollars spent, money goes towards helping the neurodiverse community of Northwest Arkansas. True Colors Farm is one event put on by Perspectability, which is a Northwest Arkansas nonprofit aimed at supporting neurodiverse adults in growing their own future. Corliss says being a part of this growing organization and True Colors Tulip Farm makes her proud.
We've been able to expand our footprint, so to speak, and do additional things in the community.
For those picking their own bouquet of tulips, the farm is located in Centerton, Arkansas. Reporting for UATV, I'm Jenna Swope.
Thanks, Jenna. True Colors is open every Thursday to Monday at 10 in the morning.
For your evening forecast tonight, we're going to be in the lower 50s at 8 p.m. And as the night goes on, we're going to go down in temperature. By midnight, we're going to be in the lower 40s. So if you have any outdoor activities tonight, maybe bring a jacket. The weather will be quite nice when it comes to the cloud coverage. There's going to be no cloud coverage. And when it comes to the specific broadcast, specific now will be in the 60s. That did not.
The University of Arkansas sets some lofty goals.
We're just now starting to scratch that surface and see those results.
Find out how the 150 Forward Plan prioritizes student success. The campus faculty and staff receive some appreciation. Learn more about the free goods given out during Faculty Appreciation Week.